Good afternoon, this is Joe Langsworthy with your latest sports news at 2 o'clock. Our top story today, the coronavirus. Southampton have announced some important information after their away match to Norwich was postponed. The Saints website said that the supporters who purchased tickets and matchday travel against the Canaries are eligible for a refund after the match has been rescheduled. They must apply for within 5 days of the new date for the match being announced. Many other events have been cancelled after the EFL postponed all elite football matches until April the 3rd. Watford manager Nigel Pearson was not surprised by the decision.
The Premier League would come out with a lot of credit if they took a positive action rather than wait to be instructed by the government what to do. We will only see more and more cases emerging, I'm sure, and what is very important is that we protect the interests of everybody.
England's cricketers will be returning home from Sri Lanka after cancelling their test tour, and the NBA have cancelled all basketball fixtures. Stay tuned for more coronavirus updates. Racing now, and the Cheltenham Festival is underway despite fears over the coronavirus. Burning Victory raced into first place on the first race of the day at the JCB Triumph Hurdle, originally on a 12-1 bet. Aspire Tower and All Mankind finished second and third respectively. We'll have more from Cheltenham later today. Some local news, and a sports team at Solent University is set to make history this weekend. The Kestrels basketball team have reached the British Basketball Trophy final, becoming the first National Basketball League side to make the final. They face Newcastle Eagles in Glasgow on Sunday, and you can follow the Kestrels on the BBC Red Button from 3:30. Sticking with Solent sport, an American football side Solent Redhawks have a serious opportunity to make the Bucks playoffs. The Redhawks will take on local rivals the Bournemouth Bobcats in what will be the first semi-final Test Park has seen in 8 years. They're full of confidence after demolishing number 1 seed Sussex Saxons 46 in the quarter-finals. We'll be hearing from their key players later on today, but for now we have Patrick Austin-Hardy here in the studio who has more for us. Pat, what can we expect later on today?
Thank you very much, Joe. Very excited to be in today, and even more excited to be speaking to the Solent Redhawks president, David Pepper. He's also one of their key players for the squad. It is very exciting times for the squad right now. After all, it's not often you get a team will beat a number 1 seed 46. It's quite a sensational victory, especially considering the Sussex Saxons had very, very rarely concede many points. So they'll be playing against local rivals Bournemouth Bobcats. As you said, that will be a massive derby. Normally they will only face each other in varsity this season, but it is quite historic that they'll be facing each other in a match as prestigious as the playoff semi-finals. So we are really looking forward to hearing from David Pepper later on.
Cool. So stay tuned for that report at 3 o'clock. Also coming later on today, join us at 4 p.m. for a special report on heading in football. Football correspondent Matt Savidra investigates the heading ban within the game and the initiative to protect the younger players. This comes after reports have shown that footballers are 3.5 times more likely to suffer from dementia in later life. More on that report later on today. That's all from us for now. I'll be back in an hour, and remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to check out all our social media channels on Facebook and Twitter for breaking updates on the coronavirus and other stories.
Okay. Right, what's going on? Why was this one such a rush?